Hey everyone! So, while my heart painting, well, the medium is drying on it, I decided I would do another painting. So, I thought I would go for somewhat of a monochrome, nothing too complicated. I decided to pick the Iridescent stainless steel, titanium white, zinc white, pearl. The pearl is like a warm white. It's not super white, but it's close. And carbon black. I picked carbon black instead of Mars black, hoping I would maybe get some cells from it. I thought that black cells could be quite interesting, so we'll see how that turns out. I will do that with just a flip cup, normal flip cup, nothing too fancy. I'm just curious about experimenting with the density of these paintings, and I'm curious to experiment with the stainless steel and the pearl. I mixed my paint the usual way, 50-50 paint medium, and I had about 20-25% water to the heavy body acrylics. I didn't add water to the iridescent stainless steel. I didn't add water to the zinc white. And I do 1 part acrylic ink to 10 part medium for the inks or high flow acrylics. They're the same, but in this case I used ink. I will put all the colors I've used in the description, like usual. And yeah, I put water in some colors and no water in other colors because I want to keep the no water or heavy pigment density paints dense and thick. Well, not thick, they're fluid acrylics, so they do not really need water. It's like the inks, they do not really need water, but I add the water to lighten up the density and help them set up. While in the fluid acrylics, I want them to sink down in the paint and push the light colors up, and by doing so, creating the cells. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I will start by putting my paints in my cup, going by the heaviest density to the lightest. The heaviest is the iridescent stainless steel. The pigment are coarse too, and they're so heavy they actually sink in the pouring medium if I leave them too much. As you can see, a bunch of them sank in the bottom. And I mixed it a little bit before I started, but not too much since I didn't want to create too much bubbles. And then it's the zinc white. Like usual, I use the side of the cup, so they layer. And then the titanium white. Oops, side of the cup. I missed it. It's alright. And after that, it's the pearl. And after the pearl, it's the black, carbon black. So that's far from my usual super colorful painting, but I still think that the iridescent paints are going to make it very interesting. So I'm very curious to see how this one will dry out even before I poured it. And yeah, let's just flip this. corner catcher. I will give you a time lapse, and you can see how it will change with the time. I'm pretty sure it's going to be changing quite a bit. Curious. And we're back, and well, while it's not my usual style, I am very happy with it. This corner I really like, and here some weird things happened. You probably saw it. It didn't quite change as much in the time lapse. But it did change a little bit, and this is one of the parts that changed. Not too sure what happened there. I'll have to re-experiment with this color combo, I guess. It was really interesting experiment. It was a really interesting experiment. Like I said in one of my previous painting this week, it's not all about cells. Like, I got some lone cells in here, but I am so very happy with the movement in this one. It looks like storm clouds rolling in. Storm, this one is for you. Meow. She's sleeping. She doesn't really care. And I can't wait to see how the different metallic paints will dry. The Iridescent stainless steel will dry quite darker, and the pearl will just be pearl. And it will change a lot as it dries, because the iridescent paints are quite transparent, so I'm pretty sure we'll see more of the black and titanium white. The zinc white is also transparent, so we'll see. We will see how that turns out. But I got some small black cells in here, the middle area, and it's really very interesting. And I got some here too, and I got the lines that I love, a little bit of it, but here really is my favorite part. It was cells, but as I tilted it, I destroyed them. I do that a lot. I have to find a better way. But really, I don't really care that I destroyed them, because it's some amazing lacing and it looks super interesting. And I think that the lines and the change in texture, the lines, the different texture in that area, the different texture here, and here it's going to be white with some iridescent specks, is going to make the eye travel around the canvas. And in the end, even with not much cells, or almost none at all, I really like this one. And I really like that line of white here. That's probably the titanium white. It's just created a line. It's lovely. I really think it looks quite interesting. And I can't wait for this one to dry, really, because the metallic paint will change so much that it's probably not even going to look like this once dry. It's going to change the look completely. And yeah. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!